Molim vas da pozdravite timove Španije i Nizozemske. Please welcome the teams of Spain and the Netherlands.
It's the second semi-final of the UEFA Women's Under-17 Championships, and 4 times winners Spain meet the Netherlands, who are hoping to improve on their runners-up performance in the previous edition of this tournament in 2019. Spain were the class act of the group stage with 3 wins, scoring 11 goals without reply, while the Dutch squeezed into the final 4 on goal difference following a 1-1 draw with Denmark, which proved to be just enough in the final match in Group A. It's the 4th meeting between these two nations in the semi-finals, the Netherlands winning the most recent one in Bulgaria 3 years ago. And now we will pause for the national anthems.
Molim vas da ostanete stajati, poslušat ćemo himnu Španije. Please remain standing for the national anthem of Spain.
On both sides, not lacking support here in the Bosnian capital. And the meet-up with our Swedish referee, Lovisa Johansson. Germany already waiting in the final to face one of these teams. On Sunday, they beat France 1-0 earlier on today. And the only change for Spain from the group stage win over France sees Carla Camacho return to lead the attack. Yone Amagaza drops down to the bench. Sandra Villafana continues to the heart of their defence, alongside the captain Marina Artero. And the Dutch were made to work hard by Denmark in their final group game before coming through on goal difference. Femke Leifting, their goalkeeper, is also the captain. And the meet-up with Lovisa Johansson here, alongside the Spanish captain Marina Artero, who has been impressive at the back so far. Verla Berman comes into the Dutch team on the left of the back 5, with Emma Freins on the bench. Filke Kroos scored a hat-trick in the win against the host nation, Bosnia and Herzegovina. And the goal-scoring responsibility may well fall on her shoulders, with Hannah Huygenza absent due to injury. Amagaza has 2 goals so far, and Schilder on the Dutch bench has first-team experience at PEC Zwolle. Carla Camacho with 7 goals in the tournament so far, including qualification. And before kick-off, a number of the players pleasing the younger fans here in Sarajevo by booting a few balls into the crowd. And there have been plenty of families following the action during this tournament. Filke Kruse could be the key player for the Netherlands here today. So Germany already in the final. Spain looking to join them yet again in the final match of a UEFA Women's Under-17 tournament. But can the Netherlands stop them, as they did in the Final Four 3 years ago in Bulgaria? And the Dutch, of course, in orange. Spain changing to the sky blue shirts here tonight on a very warm evening in Sarajevo. Temperatures around 27 degrees Celsius at kick-off time. Kulaka with a long ball forward for the Dutch. And Kruse able to close down the challenger Pujols. And Kenio Gonzalo has overseen a very impressive sequence so far. 8 wins across the tournament for Spain, with only 1 goal conceded. And at the moment, the Dutch pressing very high and forcing some uncharacteristic errors. Thomas Oostendorp in charge of the Netherlands. Only 29 years of age. And he has been with the KNVB, the National Federation in the Netherlands, for some time. And here is the 15-year-old Vicky Lopez. What a prospect she looks to be. And Spain seem to have players of a high technical ability all over the field. Here is Ortega. And a number of them have played at the senior level in the Spanish top flight. And the same goes for the Dutch in the women's Eredivisie. And that sort of experience for young players can be very important coming into a tournament like this. And Spain looking to attack here for the first time. Camacho waiting in the centre, but it's pulled back, and that's a brilliant start for Spain. Nina Poe with the opening goal. One attack, 1 goal, and the Netherlands are under pressure already. The Barcelona player, who is nominally the defensive midfielder, arriving on the end of the pullback. And Spain building right from the back. And Camacho proving to be the decoy in the end. It was a great run from Corrales in behind Aclonia, who was caught upfield, and then Poe with a very tidy finish. The Dutch defence drawn towards Camacho, but it was Poe scoring her first goal in the finals. She was used sparingly during the qualification, but she's proving to be a very important player for Spain. And they were so impressive in the group stage with 3 wins, 11 goals without conceding. And these two nations did meet in a friendly in the build-up to the tournament when Spain won 5-2. Vicky Lopez was on the score sheet that day. And this is the fourth meeting between these nations in the semi-final. Most recently, the Netherlands winning 3-1 in Bulgaria. And that was the previous occasion on which the UEFA Women's Under-17 Championships were played, before age group football took a break due to the COVID-19 restrictions. Stella Krozen just giving the ball away. But Spain were successful on two other occasions. At the UEFA headquarters in Lyon back in 2010. Alexia Putellas, the captain of Barcelona, was involved in the team, and Amanda Sampedro, a very successful player for both Spain and Atletico Madrid, now scored in a 3-0 win. And Claudia Pina, who was another Barcelona star now, was also on the score sheet when Spain won a semi-final back in 2017 by 2-0. Spain looking to build again here. Partido, a goal and 2 assists in the match against France, and it's another powerful run forward here into the penalty area. And in the end, Liefding just happy to smother the ball. And at the moment, the Netherlands looking shaky defensively. They will try and play the ball out. And that's really part of the DNA throughout football in the entire country. Now Kukala. Kroos, and she does win the throw-in. Spain winning their opening 2 games by 4-0 in the group stage against Norway and Finland, before a 3-0 success against France. They were beaten by Germany in the other semi-final today, but they still have 1 game to play. The loser of this game will meet France in a playoff to qualify for the World Cup. And that game will be played before the final on Sunday. As the ball in from Kroos is blocked. Kukala. Closed down by Rivas. 3 teams from this tournament will reach the World Cup in India in October. The 2 finalists and the winner of what is effectively a 3rd place playoff between France and the losers here. Kroos. Duclonia, who scored the equalising goal against Denmark to clinch the Netherlands' place in the semi-finals. Germany reaching their 9th final at the under-17 level earlier on. But Spain can reach them on that tally if they win here. And 4 of the last 6 finals have been between the Germans and the Spanish. Since the under-17 age group became an 8-team tournament, it was almost won back by Lopez, but it was smartly done by Thomas. The tall hook quickly closed down. Spain have won 4 previous titles. Germany, the reigning champions, they beat the Netherlands on penalties in Bulgaria 3 years ago. They have 7 championships. Poland have won the other one, but at the moment we are on course for yet another Germany-Spain final, but a long way to go in this game. Duclonia brought it forward. Now Thomas. Kukala. Krozen. And there is space and time here for Ortega. And towards Camacho, who is a very effective player with her back to goal, but here is Duclonia. Now Derrida. Cardinal, a player who has featured for Ajax in the first team. There was a real title race at senior level in the women's Eredivisie at the moment between Twente and Ajax, and a number of players from both clubs are involved on the field here. Here is De Clonia. And again, it is quickly broken up. Villafania this time. And the central defender was looking to join in. And the Stadion Grubovica will be the venue for the final on Sunday. And the Bosnia and Herzegovina national teams often play here as well. Fuente has had long spells of inactivity during the group stage so far. Held forward by Lopez. Brought down by Partido. Now Lopez again. Only 15, but she offers real leadership to this team. Pujols scored a spectacular goal against Finland in the group stage. And there is pressure on De Clonia. The Netherlands have done well to not completely cave in after the early goal. We have seen Spain often score their goals in clumps. One quickly brings a second during the group stage, but not so far in this one. Thomas, now Cardinal, Berman. And Lacroix with a good ball forward, but the flag is raised against Kruse. Fika Kruse plays for the first team at Twente, the current leaders in the Eredivisie. Scored a hat-trick in the 8-0 victory against Bosnia and Herzegovina to kick off the Netherlands challenge in this tournament. And they then lost by 2-0 against Germany before that nervy draw against Denmark 1-1 to finish above them on goal difference and qualify. Here's another look at the goal. And there was space in behind there for Corrales, and Poe with a perfectly timed run. The Netherlands are playing wing backs, but as we saw there, De Clonia was caught upfield, and there was plenty of room in behind for Corrales to try and exploit. Pressure here on Ortega. And that free kick was hard earned by Tolhoek. Tolhoek scored an own goal which turned the game against Germany against the Netherlands. Kruse over the free kick, along with Berman. It's Kruse who flights it in, and it's comfortable for Fuente. Not all of these Dutch players play for the established clubs in the Netherlands. One or two amateur teams are represented in the starting lineup tonight. Be Quick are a club who play in Groningen, and SC Bemmel are also some way down the footballing pyramid in the Netherlands, but amateur football has been so well organised there for so many years. Players do tend to get a very good education, and that's reflected in the results that the Netherlands often get in the age groups. Of course, the Netherlands runners-up here 3 years ago, the under-17 men's team are the reigning champions in that age group. And the nature of the Eredivisie means that promising young players often find themselves propelled into the first team very quickly. De Ridder, now to Clonia. Quickly forward towards Kreuzen, but the Dutch at the moment are just beginning to win more of the second balls in midfield. Here is Berman. Almost fell for Kreuzen again. And an early problem for Thomas Oostendorp to try and solve. The Netherlands have never reached the World Cup, but they will have an opportunity here. 2 bites at the cherry. Whatever happens in this game, Spain are the reigning world champions. They were the gold medalists in Uruguay 4 years ago. Partido works so hard down the right-hand side, gets the free kick. She was just clipped by Kreuzen. Villafania. Now Ortega plays for Athletic Bilbao, along with her captain Marina Artado. Partido is in behind Vicky Lopez, and the back pass from Cardinal, and lifting under pressure from Camacho, but she managed to find De Ridder. And the Dutch did qualify fairly comfortably. They beat Montenegro a net 11-0 in their second qualifying group. Also overcame Italy and Portugal. It was a fairly tough scramble to qualify for these championships. The Netherlands now in their 4th in succession. And although, of course, the players tend to change with great regularity, there is a consistency now about the Netherlands' performance at this level. Corrales. Camacho waits in the centre. Poe is also in support, but De Ridder is able to clear, but it will come straight back here. Pujols. And 1 goal was enough for Germany earlier on to beat France. But you would imagine that Eugenio Gonzalo will want the second goal here, and Camacho trying to provide it on the turn, but it's wide. And Camacho scored in the opening 2 games. Nina Poe scoring her first goal of the tournament, and it means that 9 players in the Spanish squad have found their way onto the score sheet in this tournament. Out of a squad of 18, that's a new record for the competition. Goals have come from all over the field. Pujols, the fullback, scoring from long range in spectacular fashion against Finland. Partido scored in the previous game, but not there. Kalifting, who is the #1 goalkeeper at senior level for Alkmaar. The Dutch in front of her have given the ball away. Lopez. The crossing was looking for Partido, but cleared by Berman, who had just come inside. But Vicky Lopez is a player who I'm sure we will see and hear plenty of in the coming years. Already the first teamer for Madrid. One of two sides from the capital alongside Real in the top flight in Spain. Duclonia looking to use her pace, but Villafaña is quick, although Duclonia believes that Villafaña left something on her there, but nothing given by the officials. The Netherlands facing a side who've only conceded once in their previous 8 games, including qualification. And that was against the Czech Republic when they were already 2 goals ahead. Lopez. And Tolhoek working hard to win it back, but Spain do have some steel allied to their skill, although the Netherlands concede the free kick. The challenge by Lacroix. Villafaña, now Pujols. Spain have won this competition on 4 occasions. Most recently in 2018 when they beat Germany in the final. Iceland, France and the Republic of Ireland are the other sides that have fallen to them in the final game. Great challenge there on Lopez from Duclonia. Derrida. Oh, she's lost out to Lopez. Camacho! Well, she took the shot early, and there may have been better options there. The mistake by Derrida turning into Lopez. Camacho could have possibly advanced or played in the teammate, but instead went for goal. And it was too high, and the pass to Vicky Lopez may have been the better option. Now Partido. And Berman making sure she took everything there at the expense of a corner. First corner of the game. And Vicky Lopez will take it. Movement from Partido towards the near post, but it's deeper, and Pujols guiding the volley wide. And that was a real opportunity to make it 2. In fact, it was Corrales who had time to wait for that ball to drop, but was unable to hit the target. Strong play again from Tolhoek. Space and time is wide to her right. Kukala. Duclonia. And it'll come back to Cruzen. And it's deflected away. Ortega is able to clear. Cardinal going back to lifting. Now Derrida, long again, and the ball just striking Lacroix on the back. But it was an untidy challenge, and the free kick has been conceded by Pope, and this could be the Netherlands' route back into this game. It was taken down well by Lacroix, and she shielded it, which meant that Pope had to try and come around to make the challenge, and in the end, the free kick in a very good position. Lacroix is over it along with Berman. It would favour the right footer. And Lacroix, who did not appear in the qualification, curls in the free kick too high. And you do wonder how many opportunities the Netherlands will get which are that clear-cut. Right underneath it in the end. The Dutch again working hard to win it back inside Spanish territory. Thomas looking for Krozen. Fuente with the slice. Volley back towards goal, but it's wide in the end. A tentative effort from Lacroix. Estera Krozen is beginning to see more of the ball in the sort of areas where the Netherlands need her to try and do some damage. Put out by De Cloninger, but straight to Lopez. Now Ortega. Camacho will come across, but Cardinal just slipping at the crucial moment, but did manage to get the ball away. Both teams with 4 attempts so far, and 1 each on target. Fortido losing out. Kruse. It's the right sort of ball, but now Berman's clearance is up rather than away. But she's worked hard to win it back again. Lisa Cardinal, another first-team player with Ajax in the Netherlands team. They are missing Hannah Huizenga, who scored 9 times in qualification, but she was injured in the match against Germany. Scored in the opening game against the Bosnians. And she may eventually take the prize as top goal scorer across both qualification and the finals, but she has already gone home injured. And injuries to key players have been an issue in the build-up for the Netherlands. Pujols. Corrales looking for Camacho, and the header is wide. So far, Carla Camacho has rarely seemed to miss, but her radar's not quite right so far tonight. But here is Lopez. Corrales. Pujols. Artado with another ball which is cut out by Kruse. There's a chase here for Tolhoek. And there was a nudge on Ortega, which she didn't seem to appreciate, but she's still managed to clear. Partido allows it to run. Cardinal again gets there before Camacho, but only just. Netherlands did play their group stage in this part of Bosnia and Herzegovina, but Spain were down in the southwest, in Mostar and Široki Brijeg. 4 venues used for this tournament. Now Ortega cleverly away from the challenge, and the cross though is claimed by Leifting. But at the moment, Thomas Usendorp is seeing too many crosses heading into his penalty area. And players like Vicky Lopez are picking up pockets of space around the Dutch box, and as a result, it's quite difficult to track her. Here is Pujols. Corrales. Leifting with safe hands. Corrales. Now Partido. Excellent challenge from Berman, but it will be a corner. Berman, one of the players who features for an amateur club, SC Bemel. Partido, the first teamer at Real Madrid. Second corner for Spain. They work it short and it comes to nothing. Lopez. Dutch clear. Tolhoek. All the way back from Berman, and again Camacho was in the vicinity, and Femke Leifting maybe making that point. The Dutch having to work so hard here to close down the space, and it becomes a real game of concentration as well when Spain do have the ball in these sorts of areas. Partido. And so far, Verla Berman has played her well, but it's another corner. Lopez will take it. And it's deep. A volley back towards goal. Headed away initially by Derrida. Pujols. And all the way back to Fuente. Pujols. She continues. She's a big fan of the enterprising run. Thomas gets there before Lopez. We've seen a number of last-ditch challenges like that from the Dutch. Lacroix this time. The midfielders are really having to drop deep, so when the Dutch do win the ball back, there is very little support further up the field, but at the moment it is a case of trying to stay in the game, which they are doing. Camacho. Gonzalo was a coach who will constantly cajole, even when matches have been won in the closing stages fairly comfortably in the group stage, as the shot from Vicky Lopez is claimed by Leifting. The reason why Spain are the world champions in this age group is the standard set by the coach. They have been Europe's most successful team in this age group. Partido looking to guide it back. And it's a goal kick in the end. Rivas. Now Corrales. And again, Artero, central defender, is able to step in. Ortega. Around misplaced first touch from Lopez. And the Dutch here will try and break themselves. And while they are staying in the game, they are finding it very hard to create here. Thomas. Duclonia. And it's beyond Crusoe. And Sofia Fuente hasn't seen too much of the ball recently. Plenty of family and friends are here supporting the teams. Duclonia looking for Crusoe. Villafania here has rather been isolated. Puyol's coming back to try and help her. Duclonia again, just stumbling inside the area. Half-hearted appeals, then she gets up and continues, and she's won the corner. The Netherlands first. Earlier, Duclonia has been one of their best attacking threats down the right, coming from deep. And while it's only 1-0, the Dutch really need to try and make the most of situations like this. Just a word for Lacroix at the near post. And it's the left foot of Berman. And it's very deep, and in the end, I think it was Cardinal who was coming in, just unable to get the touch it was. She wasn't too far away. She was goal side of Rivas. And Marina Rivas, a first teamer with Real Betis in Seville. Spain have a player down here, Corrales, who set up the opening goal. So an opportunity for Thomas Oostendorp to have one or two words. Corrales was involved in that challenge with De Clonia. Maybe just got an accidental stamp on the foot. The Barcelona player just going off for some running repairs. Carissa was the player who went down, but here is Tolhoek, blocked by Ortega. Lopez. And as we approach half-time, the Netherlands have done well to not be swept away by Spain, which we've often seen happen. Villafaña. It's almost given away by Spain, and the Netherlands here have got plenty to think about as they approach half-time. Lopez. Won back well by Tolhoek. Carissa. And it was Rivas who came back to make the challenge. Players like Lacroix have had to really work overtime to prevent players like Pujols from finding far too much room. Now Camacho has had to come some way from the penalty area here, but she's got support from Corrales, who is beyond De Clonia. The cross in, looking for Camacho, almost falls for Partido, and in the end it's scrambled away by Thomas. Now Partido again, and her shadow Berman is still with her. And now it's won back by Tolhoek. And again, whenever a Dutch player wins it in that sort of position, they look up and there's some fairly distant support ahead of them. Now Berman. Tolhoek. But they will always back themselves to try and find the right pass or create the right angle. And Partido penalised. Netherlands do have a free kick. And it was Tolhoek who was sent flying. And Berman will take it. And both teams will be grateful for a breather. It's been hard going at times in very warm conditions. Rivas, now Ortega, Partido, and again It's another free kick, and the game has been broken up by those as both teams look to try and create. And there should be some added time at the end of the first half. There was treatment for Corrales. The long ball forward, seeking out Camacho, but the flag is raised for offside. And there will be a minimum of 1 more minute. Cruz, Thomas. Colonia making the run on the overlap. So we'll have to travel a long way here, but Villafania gets there first. Puyol will take it. And she will be penalised for a foul throw, so maybe one final chance here for the Netherlands. Colonia into Cruz. It may just be time to take this. And that is half-time. So Spain, with the perfect start, the early goal from Nina Poe. But they've not really been able to build on that. It's been a spirited response from the Netherlands. And again, with very few clear-cut chances so far. Poe with the shot which has been made to count in the 3rd minute. But Spain have work to do in the second half. Half-time, Spain 1, Netherlands 0.
It's yours, okay? And the blue is this, your ball or side? Ball. Yeah, and you choose the side? I do. Yeah, perfect. Good luck. Good luck, yes. Good luck. Okay, let's go.
Broj posjetitelja 461. Number of spectators 468.
And welcome back to Sarajevo, and the teams re-emerging for the second half, with Spain leading the Netherlands by a 0-0 in the semi-final of this UEFA Women's Under-17 Championships. And a change for Spain at half-time. Olea Enrique is coming on, plays for Sporting Gijón. And it's Lucia Corrales who is going off. You may remember she picked up an injury late in the first half. Corrales setting up the only goal so far, but Enrique will play in a similar sort of way on the evidence of what we've seen so far. And the Netherlands also bringing on Melissa Schilder, and she replaces Lotte Kukala. Schilder, a first-team player for PEC Zwolle. Spain get the second half underway. 45 minutes away from another final against Germany in the UEFA Women's Under-17 Championship. And they are in the sky blue shirts, attacking the goal away to our left. And the first shot of the second half is fired in by Vicky Lopez, but it deflects into the arms of Femke Lifting, who did not really have a shot to save following the early goal from Nina Poe. Pujols. And here is Thomas. First involvement for Schilder. And it's been given away by De Ridder. Camacho bouncing off the challenge of De Clonia. Camacho quickly back to her feet before De Ridder clears. And then it was one in the air by Artado, and the Dutch player has gone down, and the medical team will be quickly waved on. And it's Fika Kruse, who may have been winded by the challenge. It was quickly played forward, but Kruse was already on the ground. Kruse gets a word of apology from Marina Artero, which is good to see, although it looked to be a genuine attempt to win the ball. Crowd of 468 here this evening, which is significantly larger than some of the attendances that Spain were playing in front of down in the southwest. But the tournament has been very well supported and very well staged. Villafania going back to Fuente. Clonia allowing the ball to bounce, but had the confidence to deal with it. Rode the challenge of Enrique, and now quickly brings it forward, looking for the run of Kruse, but it's guarded back by Villafania. One in the air by Lopez. Camacho holding off De Ridder. But again, it's excellent play by Thomas. Very quietly, she's been effective in the midfield, and she's got support here from Tolhoek. But the cross is blocked by Villafaña. By now, the Netherlands had conceded during the first half, but it's a different sort of story now. And at the moment, they're giving Spain the toughest game they have faced so far, in the finals at least. They quickly saw off the French with 2 first-half goals on Monday, and following that, it was fairly routine. Here is Lopez. Terrific run into the penalty area, and it was deflected off the Ritter. And it ripples the side netting, but it's only a corner. And Vicky Lopez does have the capability of taking the game away from the opposition, but okay, de Ritter standing firm. A real busque of targets here for Vicky Lopez to try and pick out, but it's a goal kick in the end. Lifting always looking to play it short, and the Dutch will try and build out from the back, but there was pressure this time, and Berman runs it out of play. The Netherlands have only failed to reach the final when they have qualified once, and that was when the Dutch beat them 3 years ago. And they have taken into this tournament the stature of being world champions in this age group, and they've lived up to it so far. And they've also been runners-up on the global stage when they lost to Japan in the final 8 years ago, and twice third, so they often carry Europe's hopes into the latter stages of the tournament, and they'll be heading back to the World Cup again if they win this game. Germany have already booked their place. Lopez with the ball forward, and it's claimed by Lifting. As it stands, the Dutch will meet the French for the right to take the third and final place at the World Cup. Tournament football often teaches young players so many lessons on and off the field. And the flag is up for offside against Partido. Cut out well by Rivas. She's another player who just gets through her work and often allows the more expansive players to really flourish. Partido losing out. Schilder, though, losing out to the second challenge. And now the early ball forward for Camacho, and Cardinal unable to make the challenge outside the area, but she's able to recover and concede the corner. Corner number 5 for Spain. And the Dutch have only had one so far. Lopez will take it. It could drop to Enrique, but it's very quickly leathered away, and there is the Dutch player down. And the second stoppage in the early moments of the second half. And it's Issa Cardinal. And she was caught in the face there as the ball was missed by Artero, and I'm not sure she was expecting it, but she looks to be okay. The Dutch here working hard to try and create the opening. Thomas is found by Kreuzen. Now Schilder. And the flag is up for offside. But the free kick has been given. Lacroix was caught there by Poe. That's an opportunity. Shoved over. And Poe has given away one or two free kicks around the penalty area, and that's the latest. And the free kick, though, is wasted. Really launched with a number of players waiting inside the area. Will be a disappointment for Thomas Ursendorp. His team worked really hard to get those sorts of positions, and then they've done very little with them so far. Pujols will take the free kick. Camacho. Recovering by De Clonia. Thomas. Artado. The Dutch was still only one single effort on target. Enrique. Well, Spain have only had three, but maybe another here. Camacho finding Lopez, and Lopez chopping back in field, but the shot is too high, and that was the chance to seal a place in the final, surely. Played in by Camacho. And Vicky Lopez seemed to have done everything right until the finish. Left De Clonia stranded, but not testing the goalkeeper. Now Camacho. 7 goals in 8 games so far, including qualification. And she's found Enrique. Enrique's cross flicked away by Cardinal audaciously, but it's quickly returned towards Lopez and then flicked clear by Kreuzen. I think that there was an imploring look there from Sada Ortega to get the free kick, but it's a throw-in. Spain again are able to win it. Pujols. Lopez. Pujols stepping up in the central area, but Declonia had followed her and was fouled. And the goal came down Dalia Declonia's side, but the Dutch right wing back has had a fine game. And Lacroix unable to control. Camacho has Partido in support. Camacho caught this time by Cardinal. Free kick, and it could be a yellow card as well. First of the match as we approach the hour. Cardinal has been isolated on a number of occasions by Camacho, and until then she's played her pretty well. The referee left with little option. Lopez with the free kick. Comfortable clearance. Here is Rivas. And again, the Dutch had pulled everybody back. Pujols. Enrique with the flick. Now Declonia. And she's fouled once again by Pujols. And it's been a really good tussle between Declonia and Pujols. Two very attack-minded defenders. Poe. Cleared by Ortega. And Partido almost losing out, and Kruse was almost in, but here is Camacho again. Cardinal able to make the challenge this time. And the Dutch are confident enough to go one-on-one with the Spanish attackers. And that ball may have to be played here. And Kruse working hard to win it back, and she has. And in the end, it's a free kick. And it was casual play by Marina Artero, and she's booked as well. And the captain just seemed to switch off there. And Fika Kruse was tenacious in the challenge. Won the ball, and then very quickly Artero had hold of her, and she was fortunate that foul didn't continue into the penalty area. Kruse over the free kick, and it was Cardinal who hooks it over the top. Difficult chance to try and keep down with the ball flighted up. It was behind her, so unable to head it. Pujols, lovely body swerve. But Declonia there had to pay to get back in. Kruse. She's been very busy, and as a result, the Dutch are prospering here, but Kruse just giving up possession cheaply. Pujols will take the throw. And it was won well by Poe. And again, Enrique. And the free kick is given. Lacroix winning the header, but the challenge may have been given for the holding down of Enrique. Change imminent for the Spanish, and Leila Martre is the player warming up. Lopez with the free kick, and Cardinal sends it behind for a corner. But the Dutch aren't going away here, and the Netherlands are leaving Spain with work to do. Very deep from Lopez. Camacho was waiting. Cardinal wins it. And the change could be made here. And it's for the Dutch first of all. Ilse Kemper is coming on. And De Clonia is one of the players coming off. Emma Freins, who started the previous game, comes on, and Ilse Kemper is replacing Verla Berman. So Freins will probably slot in on the left, and Kemper will go further up the field on the right. So both of the wing backs are being changed. Spain also have two players waiting. Magali Capdevia and Leila Martre. But those changes will have to wait. Maybe now, actually. And it's Camacho who comes off to be replaced by Capdevia. Barcelona player, scored a hat-trick in qualification against Hungary. And we've already seen Martre score a spectacular goal. Another Barcelona player coming on. And it's Paula Partido who goes off. So Eugenio Gonzalo just freshening up his attack. Pujols. Lopez. And the cross is a good one, met by Cardinal. And the first touch there from Capdevia almost set up an opportunity. Lopez again, running deep into the penalty area, and there's the second. And that should be the goal to send Spain into the final, and it's Nina Poe once again. The Barcelona midfielder, not known for her goals, has two here tonight. And once again, it's that late run into the penalty area. Lopez with the trickery. And the pullback finding Poe. Lopez leaving Freins standing. And Poe with a similar finish to the one she dispatched in the first half. Looks as though Spain will be staying here in Sarajevo for the final against Germany, and the Netherlands will be heading to Zenica for the World Cup playoff against France. Those changes were made before the goal. Confirmation of those going through now. It was a good ball in from Tolhoek, but nobody on the end of it. But Spain looking comfortable now. Confirmation of those earlier Spanish changes just going through. Spain have a free kick with just under 20 minutes to play, and it's Kreuzen who was booked for the challenge on Enrique. And it was late, it was reckless, and maybe she was slightly fortunate. It was nothing more than a yellow card there. Frustration really beginning to surface for the Netherlands. Enrique not too impressed by the challenge. Although she does return to high-five her assailant. Martero finding her central defensive partner, Villafania. And Lopez again finding plenty of room now. Emma Freins has really been thrown in at the deep end by trying to deal with her at this stage. And the Dutch do have a throw-in. Enrique. Kreuzen on the yellow card, just backing away from the challenge. Cardinal. The Netherlands have created very little going forward. But here is Lopez looking to do more damage. She's got Pujols in support. It was almost back to Lopez. Cleared by Derrida. Thomas. Kemper back to Thomas, who was played into a rather difficult area. Here is Lopez, Matre, Enrique. And the curler is too close to the goalkeeper this time from Capdevila. Sofia Fuente has not really had a shot to save so far. Freins beating Lopez in the air. Kreuzen. Won't take on Pujols. Pujols will concede the corner. And Kruse has led the line really well for the Netherlands. She's often been fairly isolated, but at the same time, she has created opportunities for them. Berman will take it. Gonzalo is continuing to micromanage from the technical area. In the corner, sent behind by Capdevila. Spain yet to concede in the tournament. Tall hook, allowing the ball to run out of play, but Spain have the throw-in. It seems now only a question of if the Netherlands will extend their lead, and that's maybe in the mind of Thomas Oostendorp as he makes another change. And it's Turke de Ridder who comes off, and Annek Jansen comes on. Jansen plays for one of the amateur clubs who were provided members of the Dutch squad. And Jansen has gone up front. Of course, the Netherlands still have one more game to play, in a big game, a World Cup playoff against the French, a chance to make the tournament for the first time. Pujols, another terrific run. And she's released Lopez, and Cardinal on a yellow card. Knew she had to time that right, and did. But as it stands, the Netherlands will make way, and Spain will play Germany in the final. Two teams who are yet to concede a goal, so something may have to give on Sunday. Lopez. Cross is deep again. Poe on a hat-trick now, will try and recover it. And then that's a heavy challenge from Berman. And it was felt by Matre, and it's a free kick. Berman is the player who has stayed down. It was a heavy challenge. And there was the contact from Berman. And both players going down, requiring treatment. Poe is the player who is the match winner at the moment for Spain. Berman is okay to continue, but Lopez will take the free kick. It's driven low, and it's cleared away by Kemper. Spain not stopping at 2 here. Ortega. It's just beyond Lopez. Now Poe. She's got support from Mark Trey. And again, the Dutch defend it well. Thomas. Clever touch from Kreuser. Janssen working it wide for Tolhoek. Kemper. Now Freins. Clearance away from Villafania, dropped kindly for her. Freins. Enrique winning the ball, and Spain looking to break again here. Capdevila. Cardinal, though, tidying up. Now Lopez. And Lopez has support from Enrique, and she finds it. But the shot goes in, but the flag's up for offside. But there is still a huge game coming up for the Netherlands, and Thomas Ursendorp will be knowing that he will have to try and lift his players. It's the same for Cécile Locatelli, the French coach. Berman sending the ball high into the stand. She does look to be limping. Spain do have a free kick, and they have managed this game very well. And the Dutch have been kept at arm's length pretty much right from the start. Thomas. Cardinal. The Dutch, I think, have been the best team they played so far, but still not been able to put the pressure on when it matters. Villafania just shepherding the ball behind. More changes for Spain. Nada Miranda will come on to replace Sara Ortega on the right. Miranda plays for Racing. And their senior team is in the Spanish second division. But I'm sure we'll see Ortega again in the final on Sunday. Lopez. Pujols. We've seen that drag back and the Cruyff turn from Vicky Lopez on so many occasions, which is ironic against the Netherlands. Lopez again. Enrique. Lopez. Great footwork once again. And then she's strong enough to hold on to the ball. Cardinal have something on her there, and it's a free kick. The 15-year-old shows no sign of stopping. Cardinal got to her in the end, but at times Vicky Lopez has been playing a different sport, and it's her free kick. Claimed well, though, by Leifting. Tall hook. Martre was back to cover. And we have 5 minutes to play. Yolanda Sierra coming on for Spain to replace the captain, Marina Hurtado, who is carrying a yellow card. Sierra, a first-team player with Atletico Madrid. Well, it's Sierra who takes the armband. And Lisa Stengs has also come on to replace Verla Berman, who was just struggling with an injury a few moments ago. Stengs, an Ajax player, and Berman is just wincing there, as you can see, as she makes her way around the pitch. Cleverly done by Janssen, but she was closed down in the end by Sierra. Fuentes' clearance is straight to Cruiser. And Spain have the throw-in. Well, his team haven't let him down at all, but on the night, Spain have just been better. And a number of teams can say that during this tournament and beyond. Lopez. That's a good ball. Capdevere was chasing, and Cardinal's back pass will force Leifting to scamper. Cruiser. Cruiser still putting in the challenges in the 88th minute, but the Netherlands have not been able to really create enough, as one or two players just struggling with cramp on what's been a very warm evening. Heavy rain was the issue during the final round of group games on Monday, but it's heading into a very warm weekend, and that could be an issue for players during the final games on Sunday. Martre slaloming her way through, and she's got the free kick. Brought down by Kemper. Martre, as we've seen during this tournament, can be a very elusive runner. And it was Kemper who just clipped her. So can Spain finish with a flourish here? Not before another case of cramp. Sandra Villafaña. Lopez again is sizing up the free kick. She curls it, but again it's too high. We've seen a number of set pieces end up in that sort of area, and we're into a minimum of 5 more minutes. Lopez, Matre, headed away, but then the shot a lot closer this time, and it was Enrique. Spain continuing to dominate the conclusion. 12 shots in the match, 5 on target. Enrique came on at half-time for Corrales, and there has not been a drop in quality. Now Stengs almost caught out by Lopez, but it will be a corner. And the Dutch beginning to look a bit weary now. They put so much into this game. Lopez with the corner. Oh, it's almost dropped in. And somehow Liefting is able to scramble the ball out. I think Liefting believes she was impeded. Lopez picking out Capdevila almost on the goal line. Lopez will try again, deeper this time, and it's eventually claimed by Liefting. Guarded back by Sierra. And Fuente just taking her time. Maybe grateful for something to do. The ball's allowed to bounce, and Lopez tries to flick the ball on, but Stengs gets there first. Now Pujols, Lopez, Enrique. Fuente going long this time. For the Dutch, sticking at it. Here is Kemper. Some tired passing now. Lopez, she's still full of energy. And Vicky Lopez could go all the way here, but it's an excellent save by Liefting. Well, that would have been some way to finish it. Femke Liefting has had a fine game. Lopez looking to dink the ball over her, but she was able to turn the ball aside. Lopez will take it. And again, it's very deep. Enrique headed clear this time, and it could come all the way back to Lopez. Well, it will be a corner inside the final minute of added time. Spain here, finishing on the attack. And no free kick given, and the Dutch may have the final attacking movement of the game, but once again there was no one there in orange. Flicked on by Enrique Lopez. Enrique continuing deep into the area, and that settles it. Alaya Enrique sets the seal on another Spanish semi-final success. For the Dutch, it is the World Cup playoff on Sunday. But Spain are heading through to their 9th final. It's the final touch of the game from Alaya Enrique, linking up with Vicky Lopez. And Enrique able to cut in field and pick out the far corner. A stylish finish to underline a stylish display from Spain. And yet again, they will meet Germany in the final of the UEFA Women's Under-17 Championships. Two teams yet to concede a goal in the tournament, and can either deny the other on Sunday. For the Netherlands, it is France in the World Cup playoff. A big game nonetheless. But Spain, another win, another clean sheet, and they look to be the team to beat. It is finished. Spain 3, Netherlands 0.